So Heesun is helping us today at the NAMM Show to show you a little bit our instruments, okay? She will be here every single day. She cannot stay all the time from the morning to the evening staying with us, because she is actually studying today. She even is going to have actually she had already, because we're in Italy, we're 9 hours ahead, so now here it's late at night, by the way. She had an exam today, so just understand she's still studying here in Cremona at Monteverdi, giusto? Okay. And there are very famous teachers, like Accardo, you might know him, and then also his wife. And I don't know your teacher? Padrona Marco, okay, is her teacher. And there are actually a lot of very high qualified teachers. And recently there are coming a lot of very good musicians from Cremona, Italy, or from Italy, while 20, 30 years ago there were less high quality musicians coming from Italy, but now they're really graded up and they're really top. Now what I want to do today with Heesun, how I pronounce good her name, Heesun Lee, you will hear her name certainly more often. I have a lot of violins here, and she actually has just played now a Guarnieri of mine, but because I want to show off, and so I gave her the best violin before we adjusted with the microphone and everything. I hope you can hear us well, even today now with the mask, because as you might also be with the mask, when she's away then I will transmit without mask, okay? So now I actually want to show her what we are doing here, okay, in my workshop. Your husband is also Violinmaker, right? Yes. Ooh, this will be tough for me, and he is really high, good level, okay? Still a student of the violin making school, but already competing like Koreans are competing. Only Koreans are good in that. So, let me see what I can give you. I give you something, a very beginner level violin, okay? I give you one here, which I have ready. We don't have too many of those ready, because they go away in big quantities. So there's only one here. And this one is the one which has a special price even on the homepage, because there was something here at the neck, but you can ask her. Actually, she won't feel anything, and I think it sounds super good. So she will go and play this one here for you, and then we see how this is. It's not enough for Heesun, but, and I always see the dust. We're here actually in a violin workshop, and now you might think that this one here he didn't prepare for the whole fair. It's true, but on one side we make dust, and on the other side we try to keep things clean, right? Voila. Just take here a little bit nice. While she's playing, I will. Okay, this is no good. I give it to you and you can adjust it. You're certainly quicker than me. Okay? And then you can tune it a little bit. This one here is good to go. Then you will also hear this one. The very first violin is a Scala Perfetta. And this is a Stradivari style. Okay? I think you have to tune it. Devi accordarlo. Yeah, I'm ready. Quando suoni vai un po' più vicino al microfono, perché più lontano che sei più eco è.
Okay.
I'm just saying that when she plays that she goes a little bit closer to the microphone because we try to capture voice and violin, and the more she stays away from the microphone, the more the echo is. So the echo is because of the building. It's a building from the 15th century, and the ceiling is very high, and I try to do my best to have less echo, but it's really a strong echo here. Okay?
Okay.
But this is now a Scala Perfetta. Now we try to give you a linea macchi. So a Scala Perfetta is actually a European violin, okay? And we varnish it with spirit varnish. Spirit varnish is easy to explain to everybody here in the workshop, and we get it varnished, and then we do a nice fingerboard, nice neck, as good as possible, everything in order that it's easy to play, and it's a very low priced instrument, approximately $4,000 US, 3,400 and something euro, okay? Yeah, for a beginner I think this is a good start, yeah? And especially usually then if a musician starts with this and then later on he wants to change, I take it back, they pay the difference and they get the better instrument. So they spend already money without losing the money, okay? Yeah? So this one here, and you have the the Augustin shoulder rest, okay? So this one here is something like this. And then I can give you a linea. Let me see which one. They're all a little bit messed up here. So we give you here, let's say if this one was that's okay. A linea macchi Guarnieri Olebul. A very rough instrument, but plays good, and this one has been made here in the workshop, okay? So it's not one single person who makes the linea macchi instruments, but we all together will make it. So there are different people working on the whole project, and I touch every piece. I decide what kind of thickness is. The bass bar is made as it is made, like on a master violin of mine. Fingerboard, everything as good as possible. Let's see if Heesun likes this one. Otherwise she takes and goes home. We don't want that, right? to hear exactly what you feel. Certainly there is a difference between Scala Perfetta and Linea Macchi. This one is a Guarnieri. I think it's nicely equilibrated. Huh? If we find something which you want to adjust, we can adjust. So like on my violin you wanted to change something with the E string. Maybe later on we can a little bit do something. They find this very interesting, I know. So this one is okay, it's good to sell. Yes, this one good. Here we are about, in US dollars, about 10,000 something. I should make 9,999, but it's not enough, so it's 10,100, 200, something like this. In euro, it's 8,500 euro, okay? And I think it's for the money, it's already a serious instrument. A professional musician could already make a living with something like this. Easy, okay? Easy, yeah? It's, yeah? Okay, it's just because it's too cheap that people don't consider it. But for students, that would be high school students who don't want to afford or cannot afford a lot of money, this would be already a Cremonese instrument, handmade, how it should be. Later on I can show you, we have a lot already in halfway, not ready. I don't have so many instruments ready. I'm already proud what we have here, but my aim was not to have everything ready now for the NAMM Show. My aim was to bring all instruments to a certain point that in case we face another lockdown, a serious one, that everybody knows what kind of piece they can take home and continue working. So we just continue, make the payroll, and everybody works at home. That's the reason why I don't have so many instruments ready. But I think it's also fun if you're interested in an instrument that we can do together. We make it and we send you the pictures, and slowly, then you can see how your instrument is born. Okay? So this is now a Ole Bull. We have another one. We can then later on also compare one with another. I just want to slowly show here what we're doing in our workshop. Okay? You can easily recognize them. The Scala Perfetta has the whole setup with ebony. Okay? And my Linea Macchi has all the setup always with boxwood. So then it's easier to recognize. Same with the cellos. If you see ebony pegs, it's mostly Scala Perfetta. If you see boxwood pegs, then it is a Linea Macchi, okay? And so this one is that. And then next step is actually as soon as if a person here in the workshop makes his or her instrument from the very beginning to the end, then it becomes a master instrument. Me and Mina Mazzolari, Min Jong Kang, Mina Mazzolari, we are the master, and then like Marco, Filippo, Ludovico, Anna, Arietti, and all these, they are future master, and here it depends a little bit if they are already very good and many years in the trade, or if they just finished the violin making school. So the prices are a little bit from to. I don't remember all the prices in my memory because we just made the new price list 2021, but for the NAMM Show I still apply the price list of 2020, okay? Regarding the prices, first I will fetch the price list so I can tell you, but then I want also to make you a little bit a small thing about the prices. So now the next one would be Marco, because since he is here, so let me see if this is Marco, no, this is Filippo. From Marco we don't have a violin here yet, or what is it? Marco Dotti, but this one I have never heard yet. We hear it. This is completely. Over there, Marco is pulling up his strings of his last Guarnieri Lafont. This one I've never heard, this violin, because Marco made it at home. Okay? Maybe it's too low now. Yep. Slightly higher, right? No, vi poi dopo viene giù. Huh? This one, if there's something to do, we can even adjust. So I will adjust it later on. Huh? So very good. Oh, you talk English. Heesun is talking English. After 1 week here at the NAMM, she will be talking English fluent, okay? Getting English lesson from Edgar, okay? I talk very nice German English, okay? Because even so people in Italian don't listen anymore that much my German accent in English, I think Americans immediately catch me that, you are German. Actually, I'm not German, I'm from Austria, but it is how it is, and I'm 35 years now, 36 maybe, here in Cremona, Italy. At the time I opened my workshop, there were only 36 or 38 violin makers, and now there are 160, so years go by, and then I'm also one of the oldest one here. A lot of violin makers actually in my generation arrived to Cremona, and then now recently there were more and more slowly coming also. Price of something like this is 13,500 euro, 16,499 US dollars. Okay, I'm sorry that I do not remember all the prices all by my head, but since we are doing the NAMM show, it's always from the euro that it comes the price. So You get it actually for a little bit less. You get it for 12,600, okay, instead of 13,500. After the NAMM, it will be 13,500. Comes with a certificate, of course, and Marco is pulling up the strings. Maybe you heard it before, and now he's just putting the chin rest of his last Guarnieri, and then actually he's coming, and I told him he should come and bring me his violin, so maybe I can hear him already. Then he's coming and is bringing us his violin, so then even you see him, okay? So I have to go far away, so then he has to cross the camera, right? This is Marco, okay? He made the violin here, and this one is his very last one. A Guarnieri La Fonte, and you can see it here like this, okay? And I think it is really it's oil varnish, it's my linseed oil and amber varnish, okay? And I think it is very nice. Very nice violin. It's for a customer who wanted to have exactly this violin, and we can here show it a little bit like this. I think it's very charming, very nice violin. Yeah. So now it's probably, it might create some problems with the tuning because it's completely new, and we just put it on here the tailgut, so it will move a little bit. So just ascoltate. Tu sei più brava di noi. Così, perché vedo già che io faccio una fatica, faccio una brutta figura davanti alla telecamera, giusto? O vuoi accordare tu davanti alla telecamera? No.
Mi fido degli esperti.
We are makers, we are not so good in tuning and in playing, okay? Sounds strange, but it's like this, okay? Questo qui comunque andava bene?
Sì.
Sì? Quando dopo ci sono delle critiche o così, qualcosa devi dire, poi dopo riusciamo un po' a aggiustare, ok? Questo non l'ho ancora sentito prima, però mi sembrava anche abbastanza equilibrato e buono. Questo l'hai fatto a casa, no? Sì. Very good. Let's listen to the last Guarnieri. Caldo, ok. Tu vorresti un po' più a fuoco, un po' più... o va bene così?
Secondo me questo suono
Vorrei suonare questo
più a lungo.
sì.
Okay. Okay. She wants to play it a little bit longer, and then she wants to see how it's going and opening up. It's already actually very powerful, but it's very warm but powerful. So I think it's very promising. I expected that we have to adjust a little bit, that it's not equilibrated or something, but it's very. This was the very first time that this violin has ever been played. String height here, this is all okay?
Sì.
Perfetto? Perfetto?
Sì.
Okay. Vai! Bravo! This is a good violin. I think the new owner will be super happy. We will still wait a little bit, get it played a little bit more, adjust it, and I want to put also the pegs in the right position, that it's easier to tune. Like this one here is wrong, so then it's difficult. But no, this is nice. Very good. So this is a future master, okay? I have also, if someone wants an equal varnish, I have a future master from Anna Arietti. You know her?
Yes.
Anna Arietti is her artist name. Poi ponte un po', questo devo un pochettino magari, far così. Should take off the dust. There's a slightly dust on it. I shouldn't say so, huh? It's no good to make a fair and tell people that there is dust on it. This violin has been made for a competition, the Triennale, which was, I don't know how many years ago, but 1 or 2 years ago, last year, 2018 I think it was, yeah? And she made this violin. G-string, okay, you like that very much, okay. This one here costs a little bit more compared to what I said you regarding Marco. This one here costs now 2021 15,850, and for the fair in euro, is that? In US dollar it would be 19,599, and you get it for 1,000 euro less for 14,800. Okay, during the fair. It's also very interesting because it has a two-piece bag with the flames which go like this across. I think this is very charming and new style, so looks very interesting. Intense color and a very, very nice carved scroll, super nice, very precise, super precise work, everything perfect. You wouldn't imagine how smooth this neck is. It's just, it's like silk. It's perfect. Yeah, everything very perfect here. And this comes with a double certification, a certificate of the Consortium of Violin Making, and also with a certificate from my workshop. Okay. There is no more space here. Okay. Then we always have here, so this one. What is this one here? This is Ludovico Zanni. We have also a Ludovico Zanni, but we make it a little bit later on. And Ludovico is in a different transmission because now we want just make here the instruments which are made here. So now we have a violin which is made by Mina Mazzolari. They're all the same. But also this one is low, huh? Oh no. This is okay?
Sí, ok. Está bien.
This one is a very nice Guarnieri high fets. I saw also on my competitors here at the fair also some bench copies of the high fets, which is everything else than a bench copy. At least what a bench copy means that you have the original in front of you on the working bench and then you make a copy. That bench copy, they just use the word but has nothing to do. Even this one is not a bench copy, but here we are about 20 something thousand US dollars, and this is really a very high quality made violin. And here this one is 25,169 US dollars or 20,700 euro. And you get it for the price of last year for 19,339 euro. Okay, so prices are slowly going up from 19,339 to 20,700. So a little bit more than 1,000 euro is going up. Let's listen to this one. You like it also? Very good. Okay. This is also actually very, very new, that violin. She just finished it beginning of December, and then she went to Korea, and this just came back a few days ago, last week. This violin has been commissioned by someone from Denmark, and soon will be shipped to Denmark, but I think I just thought, let's try to keep it in order that we can show it to people. There's only one violin from Mina Mazzolari right now here, and she makes them and they're gone. So I think it's worth seeing it. It's I would say Min is my best clone in violin making. I taught her from the very beginning. She finished the violin making school and immediately started to work in my workshop, and is now over 20 years working with me, maybe even more. Yeah, 20 years. And since 2008, 2009, she is also co-owner of my company, and is a 10% shareholder of the company, and it's a really good maker. If you don't want to go for my violins because it's too much, go for something like this, and in a few years later you can also always trade it in, and we take it for the same price back, and you pay the difference to something higher. I think it's really nice work. She is really good in craftsman, has a very nice eye to see lines and things like this, and has great taste. Yeah, she's a little bit shy. She doesn't like to be in front of the camera. She's not like Heesun. So yeah, this is a nice violin. Yeah, the woods are always, as my woods, I take the spruce from the Val di Fiemme, which is from here not so far. It's like 2 hours, very quick driving, let's say, but in 2 hours you actually are very close to the Val di Fiemme. And at the time of Stradivari, who was working here in town, let's say 250, 300 years ago, they bought the woods, but they didn't go up to the valley. They went to the lagoons of Venice, and the wood from the Val di Fiemme was cut, and then they put it into the river in the edge, and then it went down all the channels all the way to Venice. And in Venice people came and chose the tree which were swimming in the lagoons, and then they were pulling them back against the river all the way up to Cremona. And then by the time Stradivari got the tree, they cut the tree, split, and did everything. And you would say that would take years to use finally the wood, but actually the truth is that the great masters used wood in the same year it has been cut up in the mountains. So the process was very common, and they did not use seasoned wood. They used very fresh wood. I know you don't want to hear that. Nowadays everybody wants to know that we have seasoned our wood for 10 and 20 and 30 and how many years. And we do it because out of one tree you cannot make an instrument immediately, but at the time of Stradivari they immediately started to use the woods. Okay, so this is Mina Mazzolari, and then we have actually instruments from Edgar. I don't have now all my models. I have them all in work, and you can choose and you can see and what. I have like an interesting violin of mine when I was still a young boy. I still actually, I feel very young. This is from 1997, a Guarnieri of mine, which I made already with oil varnish, and I sold it to a musician in Austria, who then gave it back because he switched from violin to viola. Then he bought it back again and back and forward. Well, the violin here is that specific violin from 1997, and it is a little bit a fantasy Guarnieri Isai, I would say, because I can see certainly the C bouts, very typical of the Isae, but it is not a perfect Isae, okay? It is Guarnier inspired, it was not a copy. On the other side you can see that it has been played a lot already, and it has been worn off very much, has been played for many years, and it's interesting, and we will have it played by Heesun immediately after I took off a little bit of dust. Every time I take a violin in my hand, I see that they're all a little bit dusty, and every time I think I shouldn't say so, but it's fine. I hope you enjoy that, right? Like this. I know you actually want a mask like mine, right? But those masks was a fabric which my sister had, and she made a few masks like this, and then I had them on sale on my web shop, but they ran out immediately, and now I don't have any more anymore. È quasi accordato, non è accordato, però dai. Questo violino per tanto tempo non è stato più suonato, anche se era suonato per tanto tempo, ma adesso è qui. So this one is now my violin from 1997, and it costs now 27,275 euro now during the fair, and at the new price in 2021 will be 29,180, and in US dollar it's 35,599. Okay. This is now the pricing of this one. So here, let's listen to this one. Okay. So you get a little bit of reference for what is making. I can give you, let's see, I can give you the one which you played before in the very beginning. Okay, this one was a Isae from 1997 I made. This one I made this year, and it's a Guarnieri Sainton. Okay, very particular model, interesting, late Guarnieri. a testore. It's always same price, 27,275, or new price 29,180, and in US dollars 35,599, I think. Good here. I'm just learning here because usually only during the fairs I have to tell also the prices in. Troppo? Tiro così. Questo è un modello molto strano, molto grezzo, molto particolare. Carlo Antonio Testore. Ok? I just wanted to show them before this model here. I don't remember if I showed it. This is my Guarnieri Sainton. Okay, it's a very rough late Guarnieri, and I think it is really interesting. And I hope you can see it how it looks like. The scroll here is a very typical late Guarnieri scroll, very narrow here, and then with long ears. The later the Guarnieris are, the more they are here, the second turn very narrow. And also here it's very full here, the scroll, yeah. So I hope you can see that. This is the Sainton. And now I show you the Carlo Antonio Testore, which is a completely different violin. It has a very long and very narrow F-holes. It's a very yellowish color, amber color. The wood like this is just like the original, which is owned by Versailles, or is in his book. And then I even make here this Carlo Antonio Testore brand mark, and the perforing is only scratched, it's not laid in on the back. On the top it is laid in very large, and looks like this. And the scroll is also very particular. I don't know if you can see that. It's a very small scroll, very particular model, long, and then the scroll like this, yeah. And now the tailpiece, I don't know if you can see that. I even carved here the tailpiece also myself, just how it is on the original. Yeah. And now I just wanted to show off here also with another violin of mine, which is this one here. This is also on all instruments you can actually find on my website. And oh, here the E string probably I have to change. she won't scream me, but we have to change it then. Hope she doesn't. But this one is a violin I made in 2013. It was sold then to a first violinist in Geneva in Switzerland, and then a few years later he returned because he remembered that he actually, when he was choosing this one, was somehow unsecure if it should be a Guarneri or a Stradivari, and then at the very end he has chosen a Guarneri Lord Wilson. So then I got this one back, and I think it's nice violin. It was probably one of the first ones where I used the casein calcium wood preparation, and I think it is very interesting, and you can also here see how it has been played and how it's a little bit, I made it the antique style, a little bit it has been played a lot, and is a charming violin and very nice and good sounding Stradivari. And this is just goes for the regular price here, okay? The bridge which is on is actually from a violin maker from Geneva, François Lebeau. I made with François together the violin making school, and we were actually good friends. And I know that he's very innovative, likes innovative things when it comes to acoustics, and he made here a very particular bridge, which I personally wouldn't use now on every violin of mine, but in this case here, I think the bridge is it sounds good, and since I think never change a winning horse, I think why should I change it? And it's because I know him. I think it's cute to leave the bridge also on. It makes part of the story of the violin. Let's hear. So certainly violins should not stay like this, but should be in your hands and being played every day. But it has a beautiful and powerful sound. It's a decent violin. I'm happy that it is back home, but certainly it would be better if somebody says, "Hey, I want this violin, Edgar." Okay. And last, just so we have all my violins here, I have here a violin which I initially made for the competition as like the violin of Ayong Anarieti for the competition, and then usually when I have a flat equal varnished violin, I would never choose myself a violin like this. So then after 1 year or like this, then I decided I will strip it off and I varnish it a little bit more different, and then I just decided to make it with a little bit of decoration. And so I just decided to put it in the corners a few crystal stones, and which could be exchanged to real diamonds, but 5 on the back and 4 on here, so already 9. And then here in the eyes, 10 and 11 in the scroll, and here on the rings, on the pegs, these ones are 68 small diamonds already with white gold. So I just decorated it, and I did it because the violin was actually, I think, the best sounding violin which I have made up to that date. Certainly then I'm a little bit like Enzo Ferrari when they asked him, what is your best car you have made? He said, the best car will be the one I make for you. But this is actually what I should say to you here right now. The best violin will be the one which I make custom made for you. But this one was at that time the best sounding one. So I decided to decorate it a little bit. And here it is, and now we listen to it, right? So, Ostriger, how comes? I'm lost here. We have to make the compromise, okay? Il problema è che il riscaldamento non lo accendiamo sempre, solo la parte davanti, poi di notte va giù e poi fine settimana lungo, un casino. Troppo alto no? Devi ancora accordare ovviamente, non sono molto bravo, ma voglio evitare che ti cade giù tutto, capito? Different sounds. I hope that the whole thing works great with this microphone, that you can hear me right now, that you can hear very well the differences between all the instruments. And that you get a little bit the idea of what model is what. And then certainly on my website, if you go on every single instrument, we have recorded with Lena Yokoyama. She's a Japanese violinist based here in Cremona. We have recorded 3 different pieces, and then you can a little bit understand better what is what. But like one thing like this, I think this makes already a good thing. I would say we leave it like this for today with our playing and things like this. Then I will see how it all works, and then we see us tomorrow again, okay? Or no, actually, no, not tomorrow. Today, maybe later on. We see us today again, right? Huh? Not tomorrow. Today. Ooh, because of the time, I don't know anymore when is what, right? We see us today even again. Huh? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So now I turn on this one, and then I see who wrote what, and I'm back with